Hi again. I hope you had a great weekend. I finally finished the puzzle and I'm going to show you on my phone. There's one piece missing though. See on his face? I don't know where it is. I've had it for years and so it's probably gone. And I also, hold on, I'm trying to get to it, did a Lego set. It's the night bus from Harry Potter. It's really tiny. I didn't expect it to be so tiny, but it's really cool. Oops, that's not supposed to happen. Anyway, the top pops off somehow. There we go. So Harry can go in there, and the doors open. Oh, there goes Harry. So you can put him in there. There's a little bed, and it like moves. Whoops. Like how it goes crazy. And it even has the little shrinking head up at the front. Can you see him? And he moves too. And then there's the driver. So pretty cool stuff. We most likely will not be back in school until May right now. So I might just set up the whole Harry Potter stuff that I've got and make a little scene for you and just show you. But anyway, your assignment is due Friday. We are going to do a Zoom today, probably late afternoon. I've got some interviews that I have to participate in, not for me, but for other people. So that's going to take up my morning. So I'll have to look at my schedule and adjust accordingly because tomorrow is literature day and writing day, and 8th grade's in the afternoon. So it just might be a little bit later, like 2, 3, that we'll get together and chat. I hope you can make it. It's not mandatory, but just a way to connect. So yeah, I have a read aloud. It's going to take us the next 2 days for this read aloud because it's a little bit longer, but it is one of my favorites. Obviously, it's from my childhood because there's crayon all over it. But we had all of these Disney books. There's 18 of them, and it like taught you all sorts of different things. But this was my favorite. It's called It's a Small World. That's one of my favorite rides at Walt Disney World. And I just loved, I've always loved learning about the world and traveling and things like that. So this was my favorite book of the series. So I'm going to read it to you, and we'll stop halfway through and finish the rest tomorrow. Okay? So here we go. Have you ever wondered what children in other countries do for fun? If your answer is yes, you are in for a treat. Today is It's a Small World Day at Morty and Ferdy's school, and you are invited. Everyone is very excited. The children are going to taste foods from other lands and learn lively folk dances. They'll even get to try on some clothes. Best of all, Mickey is here. Mickey has been around the world many times and has visited children from every land. He is going to tell us all about the countries he has visited and show us some of his pictures. Just turn the page and you too can share in the fun of It's a Small World Day. Yvette and her friend Mark live in Canada. They love to go ice fishing in the long, cold winter. Each year, they help Yvette's parents drag a little wooden cabin out onto the frozen river. A fire helps to keep the cabin warm inside. Then the two friends simply make a hole in the ice through an opening in the cabin floor. They bait their hooks and wait for the fish to bite. Come inside, calls Yvette. It's much more fun in here. It's a very, very Merry Christmas in Mexico. Carlos and Alicia are going to break a piñata with their friends. A piñata is a big hollow toy filled with candy and little toys and fruit all wrapped up together in bright colored paper. The guests take turns trying to break open the piñata with a stick until smack out fall the goodies. Astrud and Roberto live in Brasilia, Brazil's capital city. At carnival time, there is no other place they would rather be. For 1 full week at Easter time, the schools and shops close so that everyone can go to parties and dances. The streets are decorated with flowers and special bands come to the city to play Brazilian tunes called sambas. What are Rosita and Paco doing with all those paper bags full of balloons? They are getting ready for carnival time in Peru. They have brought brightly colored powders to mix with water. Then they will fill each balloon with a different colored water. Rosita and Paco join the biggest water fight ever. Even mothers and fathers enjoy the fun. It looks as though the children have found the best place to shower their friends with color. Splash! Goofy is blushing red all over. Soon everyone in the town will look like a gaily colored Easter egg. In winter, Norway is a land of beautiful snowy mountains. Almost everyone in Norway knows how to ski. Kirsten learned to ski when she was only 3 years old. Other children might slide down the mountain the way Anders does on a round piece of metal that looks like a pie tin. Can you imagine waking in the middle of the night to see the sun shining? In Norway, the summer sun shines almost as brightly as midnight as it does at midday. That is why Norway is called the land of the midnight sun. Anders and Kirsten stay up all night to celebrate the first day of summer. The children stack all the wood and paper they can find in great big piles. Then, at the stroke of midnight, their parents set the piles on fire. Everyone cheers. Summer is here. Tommy and Jill live in London, England's capital city. If you like stories about queens and princesses, palace and coaches, or horses and guards, in London you'll find they come true. Today, Tommy and Jill have joined Mickey and his friends outside Buckingham Palace, the home of the Queen. A grand procession is just starting out through the palace gates. You can always tell the palace guards by their splendid uniforms and their serious expressions. Wouldn't you like to try on one of those tall, furry hats? Paris, my favorite, is the capital city of France and one of the prettiest cities in the world. Perhaps this is why so many artists have chosen to live there. Mickey is having his picture painted by one of them now. It looks as though Goofy could use a few lessons. Gilbert and Marie have just been to the bakery to buy breakfast. Do you know what they are carrying under their arms? Those special long loaves are called baguettes. The children are going to share their fresh-baked bread with Mickey and Goofy. Don't you wish you could join them? Kindergarten is a German word meaning garden of children. For Hans and Greta, the first day of school is a happy one. Each of them gets a giant cone filled with candy to sweeten their day. How handsome they look, wearing their brand new school clothes. Smile, please, says Donald. Poor Huey thought he was going to get a new hat. Jan and Gretchen live in the Netherlands. Today is Gretchen's birthday and she is having a party. There's so much water in the Netherlands that some of Gretchen's guests arrive by boat. Mickey and his nephews are wearing special wooden shoes called klompschoen to help keep their feet dry. Hurry up, the party's beginning, calls Jan as they click-clack up to the house. Instead of fairy tales, Greek children love to hear stories about their favorite gods, goddesses, and ancient heroes. The make-believe gods could make thunder when they were angry and rainbows when they were glad. Morty and Ferdy think that Goofy would make a great Greek hero, but Mickey is not so sure. Nick and Anna each have a donkey to take them up the narrow mountain trails around their village. Huey and Dewey are having fun, but whatever happened to Donald? So we're going to stop there for today, and we'll pick back up tomorrow and learn about some more countries. So, make sure you keep doing your project. We will honor spring break next week, so you will get a break from doing schoolwork, just like normal. I'll probably throw a video on here and there just to keep track and keep in touch. We might do a Zoom, I don't know. Just depends on how you guys feel about it tomorrow or today when we Zoom. And then we will continue with learning as much as we can and just keep doing the thing. So, hope you're doing well. It looks like a beautiful week to get outside, get some fresh air, get some sun. I hope you're staying safe and healthy, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.